I try to stay humble about this game. I try to act like it wasn't that big of a deal. The past couple of days, I have not been doing the best job at that. But this game meant a lot for the Philadelphia Eagles. Obviously, Carson Wentz not coming to Philadelphia, but basically we were in that building like it was Philly. But you know, having that reunion against Carson Wentz, against the Washington football team, who has given us trouble in time before, it is just a great feeling to finally just take that chapter out of our lives. The next game will not feel as pressure mounting. It won't feel as important. It will obviously be at home, but we just demolished Carson Wentz. And I want to give some flowers to Jalen Hurts. So let's get into it.
You want Philly?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, and it is Philly, the podcast. So today, I want to give some flowers to Jalen Hurts. He deserves them today. This defense did incredible, but I want to talk a little bit about the offense. Last week, I felt like I talked about the defense, even though Jalen had a great game and you guys got upset. So I'm going to flip the script a little bit. Before we get into that, be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe. Join the family. We are on the road to 4K. We would love for you guys to join that ride. So let's get into it. I am excited to talk about this. I am excited to say this. I am elated. I am beyond joy. I am so happy that the Philadelphia Eagles went out there and took care of business. Not only took care of business, they did it for 4 quarters, especially on the defensive side. There are some things that I want to see happen as far as the offense goes. I want to see them be a little bit more consistent. But what I am here to talk about is Jalen Hurts is growing right before our very eyes. The first half was a absolute masterpiece. Now, I'm not going to sit here and act like Washington has a top 10 defense, top 5 defense. They were obviously missing some pieces to that puzzle, right? They had a lot of people injured. I don't care. At the end of the day, Jalen Hurts went out there and did his job, and he did it masterfully. Now, again, I did say in the beginning of this, I do want to see the offense kind of play 4 quarters, but I'm going to put that more on our coaching staff than I am going to put that on Jalen Hurts, and here's why. If you look at the end of the game, we were trying to soak the game away with Miles Sanders, and this offensive line honestly was not giving him any holes. There was a lot, you look at the safety, the offensive line just got pushed the heck back. I want to say it was Landon Dickerson. But this offensive line was not doing Miles Sanders any favors. Miles Sanders was not able to really get a push when it came to the second half. So we couldn't run on them. It is what it is. The game that really ended, the play that really ended the game was that 4th down throw to A.J. Brown from Jalen Hurts. I never thought that would be an ending of a game. I would not, and I don't want to sit here and y'all know how I felt about Jalen Hurts. I felt he had a ways to go, but I would have never ever thought or had the imagination that this coaching staff had that much faith in him to say, we're going for it on 4th down. I know that the game was basically out of control, but you never know. The NFL is a crazy place. You never know if that was the little bit of momentum that Carson Wentz and that Commanders team needed to stop us on 4th down. But the Eagles had the faith in Jalen Hurts and this team and A.J. Brown to make that play on 4th down. I loved it. It was a perfect throw to A.J. Brown. It was a tough throw to A.J. Brown. And it took guts from not only this coaching staff, but from Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts of old last year, maybe the year before that in his rookie year, would probably try and run that. Would probably try and get on the outside. Probably wouldn't love what he saw, but he threw it into coverage. He threw it into his guy, and he was able to soak that game away. And I will always say to the end of me, to the end of this show, whenever that happens, I will say to the end of that, I am a Philadelphia Eagles fan, and I know that I was very critical of Jalen Hurts, and I'm going to continue to be very critical of Jalen Hurts. I love what that young man is putting out there on that field. This is very, very fun to watch, and I'm very, very happy for him, man, and I'm very proud of him. You know, I know I'm not the only person that was critical of Jalen Hurts, and I know I'm probably not the toughest person that was critical of Jalen Hurts. He is shutting us all up. He is shutting us all up. I said this last week. I'll say it again. I am all in on Jalen Hurts. That young man has shown me something. I can't wait to see him continue. I am going to ask that. I am going to ask you go out there and do the same thing. Not same thing, obviously, almost 300 yards in the first half. That's almost unheard of. I know Jalen Hurts is making it kind of look easy, but I want you to go out there and have another good game next week, and I want you to go out there the week after that and have another good game. I can't wait till the Arizona Cardinals game. Now, we cannot overlook, right? We cannot overlook the Jaguars. The Jaguars just went out there and they just put on a show against the LA Chargers, who the LA Chargers, a lot of people think are a playoff team. Some people going as far as Super Bowl team. Jaguars just went out there and put a nice little whipping on them. We're obviously going to get some people on here to talk about the Jaguars and what's going on over there for them to get some W's. And I'm excited about that. But, man, Jalen Hurts, I feel confident in my quarterback play. I feel confident in areas of this team that I haven't felt confident in a long time. In a long time. I feel so confident in my cornerback room. And when's the last time we could say that? I feel so confident in our wide receiver room. When's the last time we could say that? This linebacking core looked incredible today. When's the last time you could say that? Fletcher Cox is looking like the old Fletcher Cox. I love it. If you have something negative to say about Fletcher Cox after these past 3 games, you just don't either watch Eagles football or you just don't like the man. And that's okay. You can be honest. Look, this is the real deal. This team is the real deal. Jalen Hurts is the real deal. Jalen Hurts, if he can continue on this trajectory, we have ourselves an elite quarterback. Elite quarterback. Okay, and I will say that. Maybe I was a little bit headstrong on Carson early on in his career, but I thought he was very good. He had the talent. And now Jalen Hurts is showing me that he can be that guy. And I think that Jalen Hurts is only going to grow with this offense as they grow. Now, I just talked all good. I do want to say something, though. We have to figure this offense out in the second half, okay? And I did say I do put it more on this coaching staff than I do put it on a Jalen Hurts or put it on any individual player. The offensive line wasn't giving me what I wanted, but as a coaching staff, as an offensive coaching staff, as the coordinator, as the head coach, you have to see that and you got to make some changes, right? I love that you went for it on 4th down and you didn't just try and run it again. You threw the ball, you understood what was going to work, and I love that. But I don't want to get off the field as much as we did. That's my biggest thing. I am all about, killing the clock and just running it down their throats and just wasting time. I'm cool with that. But we can't get in the habit of not scoring points in the second half. It's not the end of the world. Like I said, these past 2 games, you didn't really need points in the second half. You just needed to kind of slowly, methodically walk down the field, and that's what we kind of did. But I need to see points in the second half. You saw what happened against the Lions. Against a better team, who knows what happens, So, and honestly, the Lions are good. So I'm not even going to say against a better team. But you never know what can happen if you give teams life like we've been doing in the second half. You got to just put your foot on their neck and call it a day. So, look, the Eagles were able to get 400 yards on offense. The Eagles were able to stop them to only 220 yards on offense. Carson Wentz wasn't in positive passing yards till I think the 10th drive of the game. It was beautiful. It was everything you want to see. And then 9 sacks. 9 sacks. The only thing I can say about that I'm upset about is that you didn't get 10. 10 would have been beautiful. I would have loved to have said that we have 10. That's just a nice round number, right? You could divide that by 2. You can do so much with 10. You can multiply it by 10 and it's 100. It's just easy math. But you got 9, and I'm cool with it. I am cool with 9. I am not going to sit here and get upset about 9. But this team is real, and I am so excited to see what this team is going to continue to do. This is the real deal, okay? This is the real deal. I can't say it any other way. I think that the Eagles got something. So you guys let me know what you're thinking in the comments. Is Jalen Hurts real? I think we can all agree he might be. I think we can all agree he might be. How y'all feeling about this win, man? I know that it's just got to feel good. It just has to feel, whether you love Carson, hate Carson, or impartial, a win like this just brings a smile to your face, a smile to your heart. The Eagles have a defense again, and the Eagles have a quarterback that they can be proud of. So you guys let me know in the comments what y'all thinking, but other than that, y'all know what it is. It's Fly Eagles Fly, and we are out here. Peace!
Eagles fans everywhere, this is for you.
Fly Eagles flying on the team. Touchdown, time to get Jalen this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a bird gang nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here cool with Jackson like Deshaun, hunting like Randall. Season here, really time to do 'em in. Your boy Philly Fresco, thanks for tuning